Hey guys, halfclickup here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, another installation video for the Yamaha FZ6R. Today we're going to be installing the TST Industries LED turn signals. This particular kit has the smoked lens with hyper white halo. Tools you'll need, but not necessarily required, of course, is a nice cold beverage. And if you're lucky, you'll have a fly sitting there, vomiting and shitting all over where you put your mouth. Your mileage may vary. Now, before we begin, we should probably discuss why we're changing out these particular turn signals. Now, these are just the cheap little Chinese turn signals on eBay. They're 10 bucks. As you can tell just by looking at this, I mean, look at the paint of the fairing, look at the gloss. Now look at this LED turn signal and just know that this lens used to be just as glossy as this paint, but it is sun bleached, man. These things are several years old. They sit in the sun, they get bleached like this, they start to fade, and they don't flash as bright anymore. Okay guys, so before we dive into this, first I want to apologize for the wind. You may or may not hear a lot of wind noise in this video. Secondly, I'd like to apologize for the real bike you probably hear in the background right now. Yes, the neighbors have Harleys, go figure. And they just cranked one up. You probably hear it. Number two, I apologize for the flies. You may or may not see them just buzzing around in and out of the scene. There's nothing I can do about it, man. They're here. But anyways, without further ado, let's tear into this. So, as soon as you open the box, first thing you have is this nice thank you card from TST Industries. They truly hope that you are satisfied with your purchase. Right on. And to express their gratification, they offer you a 10% coupon off of your next order. Nice. So there's that. Alright, moving on. Got a nice TST Industries decal. That'll probably find its way in the fairings here before long. Here we have the hyper white portion of the signals. So the thing about this kit you have to understand is that it's modular. Now the kit I ordered comes with everything, okay? It comes with the hyper white. Now that's your choice. You have a choice of colors. There's like 7 or 8 different colors to choose from. But I chose hyper white. These modules are separate from the actual signal module. We'll tear that into that here in a second. But this is the hyper white halo module. This is what gives it the halo effect around the LED, and it functions as a running light. Let's pop this bad boy open. Let's see. I mean, we're in this together, guys. Look, I haven't even opened this yet. We have to actually cut into it without slicing our fingers off. Oh, there's the wind. There's the wind already. Let's do that. Okay. Ooh. All right. Looks like we have some kind of a mounting adapter. All right. Put that there. Okay. Nothing else in there. Here we go. This is everything you need right here. Looks like they do offer a video installation. It's a YouTube video. Here's the link right here. I don't think we're going to need that. This is pretty straightforward. Not to mention I've already installed those Chinese blinkers, and so the methodology here is going to be identical, right? The only difference is going to be the wiring. The wiring is going to be a little bit different. Sorry guys, there's the wind. Bear with me as we lose everything. Okay, so the only difference with this installation versus the Chinese signal flashers that are already in there is a little bit extra wiring. Now the beauty of TST Industries kit is that the wiring is not going to be a challenge. Look how pretty this piece is, by the way. Look how pretty that is. This is way beyond a $10 unit, guys. Okay? So, what I was saying is, the wiring is going to be simplified, and the reason being, wind, hold on. Golly. Okay, the reason being is because these harnesses are prefabbed. See that? So, in a nutshell, this mounts in the fairing. These harnesses connect to the factory harness that's already inside the fairing. Very similar to what's already going on now. However, we also have the addition of the halo somewhere in here. Okay, wind, standby. So these adapters will work in such a way that the signal mounts to the adapter as well as the halo. So it's like a frame, right? So this halo frame and this adapter and this flasher or this blinker, this signal, they all mount together and they'll all sit flush on the fairing. Now of course I do want you guys to have a before and after. So here's the before with the faded out sun bleached Chinese signals. Alright, that's what these look like. You know, they blink and it's orange. So there's that. Okay, now to be more specific about the pre-assembly, this is the halo unit, this is the LED signal unit. This is the way this goes. So you see this indentation here? These wires need to run inside here. Then you just bring it in. I'm trying to be gentle, man. I don't want to break any of these little tabs, you know? That looks about lined up. Again, see how the wires are channeled through this little groove here? That's by design, man. TST Industries. This is legit. Alright? Now snap it in place. Boom. There you go. That's a full halo unit. Just like that. Okay? Now, what else can we do? We're not done yet. This dongle here, of course, will connect to this dongle here. Let me look at it, make sure I don't screw this up, right? Okay, see the little squares there? See the little connectors there? This is upside down as is. We want to flip it over, put them in there, and clip it. Just like that. Nice audible click. Okay. So there you go. There you have it. This is a complete unit. This is the factory style Yamaha connector that's going to connect to the harness that's already on the bike. This is the flush mount signal with the attached halo unit that is going to fit flush into the fairing. And then this sucker here, let's see if this is the right one. I think they're essentially they'll be the same, right? It's just the way you turn it. Okay, so if you can imagine the fairing, and we'll go over this in detail, but the fairing will sit here, this will go flush into the fairing, this will feed through, and it will mount. There's little teeth here. I'm sorry guys, we're kind of discovering this together as always. These little teeth here, if you can see those, this is going to have a ratcheting effect. So it's going to ratchet onto here and it's going to straddle the fairing. And that's how this unit becomes secure. Okay, so again, here's the other one. There's your groove, right? Wires go into the groove. Just pop it in there. I apologize for the wind again, guys. I know it's just ruining this video. Very gently. Don't want to break this stuff, man. Okay, there. Wires are all in the grooves, and press it in. Bam! Unit number 2. So there you have it, guys. there's both of our units. These are both going to go into the fairings. And oh yeah, look, again, final step for these harnesses. Line them up, snap them in. Done. That's it, y'all. Time to put them on the bike. Now look, guys, I am going to spare you the entire removal operation of the fairings, right? Because if you're here watching this video, you probably have taken the fairings off at least once or twice or 10 times or 50 times like I have. However, I would like to take this opportunity to discuss the tools you're going to need. And the reason why is because I got a beautiful set given to me by a former coworker. This is a Craftsman unit. Check this out. So if you guys have been with me for any amount of time, you've watched me remove these fairings for my various projects like the Yoshimura exhaust installation and the block off plate installation and the power commander installation, all these different things, right? And the one thing that I was always using was those stupid little Chinese Allen wrenches. You know, I'm not gonna go grab it. It's irrelevant, but you know what I'm talking about. The little L-shaped Allen wrenches that they're always made in China, so the metal is always an absolute inferior quality that always spins off inside bolt heads and everything else. Anyways, long story short, my former coworker out of Dallas got me this set kind of as a going away present, man. Real good guy. He didn't have to do this, and he knows he didn't have to do this, but he's just that kind of a fella. And what this is a socket set. It's a socket set that has Allen head attachments and Torx attachments. Awesome. This is fixing to come into, you know, this is fixing to be so freaking handy. Like, you have no idea, man. To not have to struggle with those BS Chinese Allen wrenches and use an actual socket set made for hex head bolts and what have you. So again, nice little Craftsman unit. You can get it at Sears, I believe Home Depot, or yeah, I think it's Home Depot's carrying Craftsman now. And if it's not Home Depot, it's Lowe's. I don't know. But you know what? All the companies are owned by the same folks anyways, right? So it doesn't matter. Anyways, nice Craftsman set. Appreciate that, man. That is legit. Now, of course, other tools you'll need is tools you'll need, but not necessarily required. Of course, is a nice cold beverage, and if you're lucky, you'll have a fly sitting there, vomiting and shitting all over where you put your mouth. Your mileage may vary. However, I am going to show you just how awesome this tool is, at least to remove one bolt, right? Because you have to have an appreciation for this, man. This is way beyond freaking Chinese Allen wrenches, y'all. This is next level shit. Check it out. Here you go. Look at this. Look at the. Let me pan over here. Look at the freaking extension, y'all. Just you grab onto it. Look at that. Just freaking beautiful. Okay, guys, and so we have the fairing off in our hands here. It's off the bike, and so here's our old Chinese turn signal. Flip her over, and what we reveal is the way this is installed. Oh, let's turn it in such a way where we can actually look at what we're doing. Okay, so it's very simply mounted. Okay, so first off, we have to cut this zip tie. Now, this is my doing. I installed this years ago, and the zip tie was in an effort to reduce the slack of all of this harness. So that comes off. We untuck this. See how the fairing has these little clips? That's just for harnesses, man. You need to use them. Alright, so. Oh, let's see here. Here's the harness. There she comes. See how long they are? These little connectors. Now, I purchased these harnesses just for use with these Chinese blinkers. Alright, so everything you see here, even all this electrical tape, this was prefabricated. You know, I didn't have to do any of this. You buy these like this and they're not very expensive. That's a Yamaha connector right there. So anyways, let's see. Okay, so the way these Chinese things install, they're just screwed in there. I screwed them pretty tight, as you can imagine. You don't want them to come out. Here we go. So it's just these backing plates, you see? These backing plates, you unscrew them. Let me grab the bottom of the light here. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter because we're throwing this shit away. Here we go. Just unscrew that. That comes out. Then you can... Oh, see it? See how it just comes off of there? It's like a big nut. That's what she said. Alright. Just scoot that down there. And this will just pop. See? That's all there is to it, man. And we just pull it through. Right, we just pull it through. Can we? Holy moly. Stand by. Crap. Okay, sorry, I lied. So, all this electrical tape you see here, I did that. Because from that Yamaha style harness to the Chinese wires here is some of those straight butt connectors, and they just hook into each other. And I took electrical tape. It's been so long, y'all. I apologize. It's been a long time. I took electrical tape and just taped up all around those butt connectors so that water couldn't get in there. Anyways, we're not going to be using these ever again because they're garbage, so we're just going to snip this. Oh, let's see. Yep, this is so hard to do one-handed, y'all, but the tripod just can't capture what we need to capture, so I'm one-handing it. Here we go. You ready? Destroy, never to be used again. Snip. There you go. Huh. Okay, so here we go. I want you guys to witness how freaking difficult this is. I'm being sarcastic, of course. Here's the deal, y'all. TST Industries. Now look, this is, in fact, from the factory, from TST Industries. That's, what do you call it? Heat shrink? That heat shrink shielding? They do that for you. Look at this, man. Look at how beautiful this is. This is the difference between purchasing cheap Chinese crap that you have to piece together yourself and purchasing a name brand product. Alright, I'm not being paid by TST Industries either. You guys know that. I don't even have freaking 1,000 subscribers. So I don't get paid anything from anybody. Literally. I just bring this content to you guys because I enjoy it. So look, again, all I'm doing is putting this through the hole. That's what she said. Put it in there. Look at how pretty this is, y'all. Look at that. Look at how nice and flush that is. And it's the smoked lens, right? The smoked lens is what's going to look the best. See that from afar? You can hardly even tell it's there. You know, versus the white clear lens. So there you go. And again, I did opt for the halo. So, and I opted for hyper white. And so you're going to see a hyper white glow around here as a running light when the bike is idling. Or, I mean, when the bike is on, period. It'll have a hyper white LED halo effect around it. It's going to be awesome. Okay, anyways. So, that is flush, like so. Let's flip it over. Oh. Okay. Looks like we got a little, our little clips here are kind of in the way. We're discovering this together, guys. I didn't pre-edit any of this crap or give it a trial run. I haven't done any of that. So we're discovering this together. That's really not too bad. We'll just have to manipulate it. So we need. Where in the hell did I? Oh, down there. Okay, let me see if I can one-hand this crap. This is... I'm making this... This is not difficult at all, guys, and you know it's not. I'm just making it difficult because I'm trying to do it with one hand. Alright, let's hold that in like that. This will go into here. Right. Right. We'll slide it all the way down. I hope the wind noise isn't too bad, y'all. I know I said that already, but golly. I feel it blowing on me and it feels great. I just hope it's not ruining the video. Check it out. Dude, look. Okay, I haven't even pressed on it yet. This is all there is to this, y'all. Look. It's all there is to this. I'm sorry, that's the camera strap. That's all there is to this. I'm going to press this down. It's going to ratchet down that housing, and it's going to hold it snug to the fairing. Right? That's all there is to it. And then this is going to plug into the factory harness, which is the female version of what you see here. And I'll just stick it right in there. Right in that hole. I'll just stick it in. That's what she said. Hey, have y'all seen this? I should probably address this because you guys are probably like, what the fuck is wrong with his hand? That is what you call the ribeye's revenge. If I put these two fingers together, look at there. It's a perfect match for a grill, right? Cooking steaks the other night, had a couple of beers in me, and the rest is history, or literally a scar. So there you go. That's what that is, in case y'all were wondering. Anyways, here we go. Let me push it against my leg here, and we'll ratchet it down. All you do is press it. You hear it? Hear it? It's a ratchet system. Very simple. And that's as far as I can push it. That should be it, y'all. That should be it. Looks like I can probably get... I'm going to need two hands to do it, but I'll probably get another 1 or 2 ratchet clicks in there. But that's all there is to it. It's flush mount, ratchet installation. Halo feature is this extra connection here. It's already wired for you. The heat wrap's already on there. Beautiful. That just wires into your factory harness. Done. Alright, let me use both hands and get this stuff ratcheted real tight, and I'll get the fairing back on there. When we come back to it, you'll see the thing flashing. Here we go. Okay guys, here's the finished product. There it is installed. Nice and flush. It's got that smoke. Let's give it power. There's your halo LED. That's a running light. That's always on when the bike is running. Here comes the blinker. Look at that. Look at how much brighter that is compared to what you saw on the Chinese piece. Look at that. Look. Guys, it's a night and day difference. There is absolutely no comparison. Now, just like on the newer headlights on cars, you see how the halo is turned off for the blinker to actuate? Now watch this. Watch when I turn the blinker off. Look at that. Is that not the sickest shit you've ever seen on a bike? Look at that. The halo turns back on, just like on those new, let's see, the new Dodge Charger has those. Mercedes-Benz has them. You know what I'm talking about. Even Jeep, they all have the halo feature in the headlight that shuts off when the blinker comes on. Here, I'll do it again. Watch the halo and watch when I turn the blinker on. Halo off and blinker on. And now blinker off and halo on. Look at that. Awesome. Guys, there you go. So I got this entire side buttoned up. I haven't installed the other side yet. Look at that. It's just sick. Haven't installed the other side yet. Haven't even taken the fairing off. Here, you know what? Matter of fact, let's do a comparison. Let's go ahead and do a comparison. There's that. It's orange, you know, it's got that going for it. It's pretty lame though, because compare that to that. Hell yeah. TST Industries, guys. Legit. Anyways, guys, one thing I failed to mention. This is a 2009 model FZ6R. If you want to install these TST Industries halo turn signals on your FZ6R, the year model does not matter. Alright, these bikes remained unchanged. This is the first year they made them, 2009, all the way through 2018 and 2019 even. They're all the same. Every last thing about these bikes is the same. Okay? So, if you have a different year model, do not fret. Go ahead and order them. Order whatever color you want, man. Like I said, there's the whole spectrum of RGB. You can choose any color you want. Guys, I still have an entire other fairing to do. So, I just wanted to show you this. Here, I'll hit it one more time. There. TST Industries. Go check them out. TSTindustries.com. That's all I got, guys. Again, this has been an installation video from HalfClickUp. Yamaha FZ6R TST Industries LED turn signals with optional halo. Get them. You'll love them. You will not be disappointed. Guys, HalfClickUp. Peace and goodbye. Goodbye!